Today's horoscope, Aries September 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With the sun now visiting your partnership sector until October 22nd, your larger focus turns to negotiations and self-expression through your relationships. It's a cycle for putting more energy into listening to others and attending to your relationships. It can be perfect for connecting, negotiating, counseling, and pairing up. Your social life is likely to light up in the weeks ahead. You more readily sense others' needs, making this a considerate, compromising cycle. Today, refreshing points of view or perspectives can inspire you. Work, money, and health can be areas of your life that stand to gain through discussions and brainstorming. You might keep a lookout for opportunities to brush up your skills. Dark, foreboding clouds have been gathering in the heavens yesterday and today. You will most certainly feel the deadly storm. This is because Venus, our sweet goddess of love and beauty, is consumed by the virulent energy of powerhouse Pluto. This war will leave no stone unturned. You may notice immense power struggles and control issues emerging now in relationships, especially if there's been some animosity bubbling up from below like a witch's brew. If your relationship is healthy, though, you may notice a stronger desire for intimacy, passion, and intensity. Don't engage in nefarious tactics. A healing conversation may arise when you least expect it. Work can be a lot to handle, between completing your duties to the best of your ability and navigating the social aspects of your job. Just when you might be feeling down, someone may help you feel better when the moon in Gemini sextiles Chiron retrograde in your sign. A coworker or client could make your day without them even realizing it. They could let you vent, validate you for your hard work, or say something else that lifts your spirits. Patience is a virtue, but you don't need a lecture on patience per se. Instead, I would caution you to think before you act, or something more along those lines. You may not always be entirely on the mark with things, but you tend to go ahead anyway because you like action. You prefer to be doing something. To cultivate an almost kinetic patience within your body, try endurance sports such as running, swimming, or even power yoga. Pacing yourself will help with your aim. You are going to meet someone interesting. Starting next week, you will get some news about this new relationship and this will soothe your heart. Until then, you will be going through a gray period, most notably in your professional life, and there will be some friction in your life today. You aren't very flexible and are not very understanding, so tensions will be multiplying. The vibrations are speaking of this period as one in which you will be a little bit tormented, but this won't last long. In your sentimental life, be patient and everything will fall into place. Today, both the Sun and Venus are transitioning to new roles. On the relationship front, the torch is being passed as the Sun enters your relationship sector just as Venus prepares to depart. With this shift, the solar will illuminate your relationships, while Venus leaves you with a clearer understanding of what you desire from them and with an emphasis on existing partnerships enhanced by effective communication. As she moves forward, Venus will turn her focus onto financial matters. There is a changing of the guard on the relationship front today. With the Sun returning just as Venus, the planet of love, is preparing to leave. This is the point in each year when the solar will always shift onto your relationships, but this year, with Venus having already spent weeks getting to the heart of what you want from your relationships. Having the moon in your communication sector is helping to ensure the communication lines are open during this transition. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's energy presents a unique opportunity for growth and positivity, even if the initial vibe feels a bit tense. With the moon in curious Gemini squaring off with Saturn retrograde in intuitive Pisces and later aligning with expansive Jupiter in Gemini, the cosmic atmosphere may seem a bit challenging at first. You might notice an emotional heaviness or feel somewhat restricted, making it hard to maintain your usual optimism. It's almost as if something is holding you back from fully embracing the positive energy around you. But here's the thing, this is the perfect moment to seek out the silver lining. On the health front, things are looking positive. You're likely to feel physically well, with your thoughtfulness and self-control helping to keep you balanced. However, just like in social interactions, it's essential not to overdo things. Enjoy yourself, but keep everything in check. Have you ever noticed how, when you maintain moderation, you feel better overall? Whether it's in eating, drinking, or simply how much energy you're expending, today's cosmic reminder is to keep things balanced. Overindulgence might seem tempting, but moderation is the secret to long-term well-being. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the significant cosmic shifts happening today. The Sun is moving into Libra, the sign of balance, while Venus, the planet of love and desire, enters intense Scorpio. These shifts signal a powerful transformation, especially when it comes to relationships. Libra season brings an emphasis on fairness, equality, and harmony in all aspects of life. It's a wonderful time to reflect on how balanced your relationships are. Have you been giving too much in certain areas and not receiving enough in return? Or perhaps you're realizing that you need to open yourself up to receive more love and support. Libra energy is all about seeking fairness and mutual respect, making this a perfect time to restore balance in your interactions. Whether it's in friendships, romantic partnerships, or even at work, consider how the give-and-take dynamic plays out for you. What does balance look like in your life right now? Are there areas where you feel like you're carrying more than your share of the weight? Or maybe there are relationships that could benefit from a little more attention and care. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes simply talking it out can help bring clarity to these situations. And then there's Venus in Scorpio, which brings a whole different vibe. Scorpio energy is deep, transformative, and incredibly passionate. This isn't about surface-level connections anymore, it's about getting to the core of what matters in your relationships. If you've been yearning for more emotional depth or craving a more meaningful connection with someone special, this could be the start of a profoundly romantic and transformative period. However, there's a caveat. With Scorpio's intensity comes the desire for control, and that can sometimes lead to emotional entanglements or power struggles. The key here is to focus on building intimacy, not control. Have you ever noticed how much deeper your connections become when you're vulnerable and open, rather than trying to control the outcome? At the same time, there's a gentle reminder to watch out for overindulgence. Whether it's in socializing, food, drink, or spending, today's energy may tempt you to go a bit overboard. It's so easy to get caught up in the moment, but it's important to remember that moderation is key to maintaining balance. Have you ever overindulged in something, maybe a shopping spree or a night out €1 only to regret it later? We've all been there, and today's energy encourages you to enjoy life, but with a sense of balance and self-care. Overextending yourself, whether physically, emotionally, or financially, can take a toll over time. What's one area of your life where you could use a little more moderation? As these cosmic shifts unfold, remember that they're here to guide you toward greater balance, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling life. Trust the process, be mindful of your energy, and take things one step at a time. What are you focusing on today? Where are you feeling called to make adjustments or find more balance? Let's keep the conversation